Hello, and thank you for joining me on another Disney Dreamlight Valley stream. I've been away for a while, but with the new update, I'm very excited for the new spawn mechanics. I noticed oysters were here, and then I have a super special guest today. This is Liz from the Dreamlight Valley Wiki. Liz, how'd you get into the game?
For himself to play Elden Ring, Elden Goals, something, a game that I should know the name of. But then I was playing various Xbox Game Pass games, and for some reason I like procrastinated on trying this one because I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not like a super Disney head. But like the bright colors got to me, and I really liked The Sims growing up. And so I tried it, and yeah, I've been like super addicted ever since. And it's not so much the actual gameplay. It pretty quickly became about like kind of reverse engineering the game underlying game mechanics. And now I'm really sad that I didn't start playing as soon as I saw it pop up, because then I missed out on some of the first week stuff.
There were
So
quite a few wild, like glitches and interesting spawn things happening. I had, um, on my first week store, Eric's full furniture set like throughout the week, like his friendship gifts. And then I
oh
also
wow.
got from a like gift bag Scrooge's vault, like his level 10
Oh yeah,
friendship
wow.
gift, which was great because I was like, "Oh, I don't have to craft chest anymore." So that felt like a pretty big win. Um what else was wild the first couple weeks?
Well, there was like crafted furniture in the store that I don't think I ever saw.
Yes. Yes, there was. You
Like
could.
I like so like what's crazy now I'm like so like I gotta find every piece of furniture and document them on the wiki. Like one of the first things I wanted to do is like at first the wiki, when I discovered it, it had so many unknown pieces. And so I looked at all the known pieces, and then I like looked at like the patterns that existed. Like, if there's a large dining table in medium wood, light wood, and dark, or medium wood, light wood, and light wood and black. And then there's like a side table in black, dark wood, and white,
Like,
like
is
filling
one
in the patterns
missing? Yeah.
of like no of knowing like, oh, there's probably, those two items there, those two items there, and like making a matrix of like all the missing items to like fill in like what would make the number count. And then eventually like the vast majority of what I predicted turned out to be right. And then the wiki admin has been able in recent weeks or months, I guess by now, to ask in channels and be like, hey, can anyone verify if they have like these items? And that's like a lot faster than asking people to naturally report if they have like a two-seat couch that no one cares
Right,
about reporting because
right.
it's boring.
Well,
So
I mean, it's not like the most exciting item to get in
yeah,
your shop, but it still is like, it's good to know that it's
yeah.
available.
Yeah, but I like didn't even understand. I'm like, why would I even go into Scrooge? Like I don't decorate. So I like didn't even go in Scrooge for like until like after Scar's update. So I like didn't even see any of
Oh,
the
that's wild. So you're strictly on this more like I don't know, just on the mechanics side.
Oh, now I'm totally about the collection.
Oh, okay,
After
okay.
after after I discovered it, there was like a collection part now that like hooked me, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that.
Yeah, you gotta catch them
But
all.
yeah, exactly. But at first I didn't realize that that would be my calling. So
Well, I'm
yeah.
glad you found it because it's been such an incredible resource. And I saw Marbled Mad Max has added loads of photos, which I've used as a reference multiple times. I mean, I'll put them in my spreadsheets and stuff, and even just for my, like personal stuff so I can remember, like, oh, that's what that looks like. Because and
Yeah.
also the names of items. I didn't know, so let me just head up. I just made a shirt, but I'm not gonna wear it. I don't like it. Um, I'll wear this one. We'll go base game. Oh, apparently it was a jacket. No. All right. So up at Sunlit Plateau, there are these bones, and I didn't know what they were called, but through the wiki, I was able to find out they're wildebeest bones. So like little things like that
Yeah.
are huge. Now I'm on a save file where I can't actually remove these yet. Got so many different testing files. What got you into playtesting?
So when I was at some previous jobs, I was never in a QA role, but I was always the one who was really good at finding the bugs.
Okay.
And so just kind of figuring out how things worked and like analyzing stuff. Um, but kind of what first got me, the very first thing I analyzed was uh the cooking mechanics. Because like I think very starting from like the fruit salad or something like that, like it was interesting to me because I just hadn't encountered a game that had a cooking mechanic like that. I'm not a super gamer, so like maybe this is like a very common type of thing, but I just hadn't encountered it personally. So the fact that like so I had a fruit salad and then like it only took one fruit, but then I added another one and like how did that affect the price and then like writing that down and then how did like more affect the price and then trying another recipe and like writing down like how they changed. And so I quickly noticed I think I first looked at like cheesecake and then I might have looked at like jam waffles or something, and then it so happened that like I think those were the same level of like any fruit star level recipe. And well, I'm already kind of like getting into the weeds, but basically just like curiosity in one little bit got me interested. And then from there, um kind of fleshing out my entire spreadsheet into all of the many facets that it has. Everyone talked about pumpkin puffs. Everyone talks about pumpkin puffs. And I
Yeah,
was like, I'm
yeah.
determined to find something that is higher value than pumpkin puffs. It can't just be pumpkin puffs.
Yeah, there's more to it than that. Here, I'm pulling up your sheet now.
um,
So, just looking, I mean, this is very in depth. The first recipe at the top on recipe energy cost calculator is the vegetarian pizza. Let me make this a little
so
bit
yeah, so I
larger.
just have that in as like a default example. And if you're in the public version, you shouldn't be able to change it. So you should probably just make a copy for yourself so that you can play with it and see the functionality for yourself.
Okay. So what would that entail? So I'll do that right now. I'll make a copy. Okay. Let's just look at yours for now while this loads in. It's a
Okay.
very big sheet. I mean, there's
Um,
several pages. I forget what they're called, but like sheets within the
yeah,
sheet.
so let's limit our focus to talking, I guess, about the recipe energy cost calculations.
Okay.
Is there like a specific thing that you're interested in, just like how it works or kind of where I started?
Yes, actually, okay. So is a specific meal I'm curious about helpful?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can we can use that as like a starting point and then I can
Kind of like
describe
unpack
from
it
there.
from there. All right. So one meal that I make a lot is the mint chocolate bar because I just like I like eating them. I like Andy's mint bars, so I make that one as my like energy fill. I'll do like 50 of them. But
Okay, I
uh,
know that's not the actual name.
oh,
So
okay.
hold on, let me drag the I need to drag the tabs so they're a little bit closer together. I don't actually use my cost calculator that often
Okay.
because since I created it, I realized I don't like need it super frequently.
Oh, right,
Uh,
because you like kind of have it all memorized by now, low key.
yeah. Okay, so it's what is it called? It's called like mint chocolate, I think.
Okay. I'm pulling up your wiki. I'm pulling up the wiki. Like I'm guessing you inputted the section about food. I mean, maybe not, but would it be
No,
fair?
a lot of that existed before
Oh,
me.
okay. Okay. Oh, yes, I just remembered on an earlier video I had spoke with the creators of the 100% Steam cooking guide. Um let me so I can give them a shout out. They were so helpful. DLB Steam. Gosh, this came out September 8th, 2 days after the game launched. They were on it. It's oh, Katrin and Jen on Steam created this, and this guide was super helpful for me. I wouldn't be surprised if I mean maybe people found it out otherwise, but this was really going around the first week or so of the game, and it was just an incredible resource for so many of us early players.
So you say that you make the mint chocolate a lot just because you personally like
Yeah,
that in
yeah,
like real life?
I just like it. Yeah. The
Okay,
artwork's cute.
so okay. So taking a look at that, that has if you were to sell that, that has pretty low farmed profits and purchase profits in the scheme of things.
Okay.
Um,
Let me pull up this calculator. My thing has loaded so I can see where. All right, so and it's called the mint chocolate.
yeah, it's just called mint chocolate.
Okay. So I just typed it in under this recipe section in blue where it had the vegetarian pizza and pressed enter. Is that correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the calculator isn't really that useful when you're doing just like a plain recipe. I mean, unless you were looking for, how you could augment mint chocolate. Like if you wanted to manually, add a pumpkin to mint chocolate, you could, what you would do is you would get rid of the any ingredients because that recipe doesn't take any any ingredients. You would just do a dash there and you would add extra ingredients like pumpkin
I add
or okra
gooseberries to
or
it. Well, I add one gooseberry to this
add one
recipe.
gooseberry.
Yeah, because that's all it'll fit. I initially was doing one extra cocoa bean, but I realized the gooseberry didn't mess up the recipe and it has more energy than the cocoa bean.
So when you do you happen to know offhand what it creates, what the energy or sell price is when it
Uh, I just switched to my game that actually has that unlocked, so I can pull it now. Let me this for just a second. So um it creates the final energy is 2,427 with the
yes.
gooseberry as the fifth ingredient.
Yep. So if you look at my I have it up on my page. I'm just changing my public
Oh, okay.
now.
So I'll just
Um
follow on your live one then. Great.
so you can see that I calculated it and that is what my calculator comes to. So
Oh,
whew,
awesome.
pressure's on for a live
Yeah, yeah,
test.
pop quiz. And it did match what the game said. So,
You can see that the actual energy and the actual sell price says NA because this isn't a combination that I personally have listed in my list of many rows of data. I've never
okay.
made this combination, so it doesn't have something to compare to in my list.
Okay. So, what are your most efficient recipes? Like, what do you feel is like the ultimate, bang for your buck, your star coins, and possibly for your time?
Honestly,
Maybe there's two separate answers there.
yeah. So honestly, for energy, I like berry salad a lot. I don't really think about the efficiency too much, to be honest, but Very Salad has very low cost to create.
True. I mean, it's
Um,
like 0.
yeah, so but if you look at, so if I can put on, so I've done a lot of collection of not just the, the default ingredients, but if you look at all of the, making some of the any recipes with the, like if it takes an any vegetable, right? And
Okay,
putting in
yes.
all the different vegetables. So this looks bad because I also have some of the recipes in here that have with our quest recipes, so it doesn't look good. And I haven't felt like wasting my fugu and kingfish.
Oh yeah,
So um
I don't cook my food either. I don't know why what am I saving it for? I'm expecting a
and
star
then
path where it's like sell 50 fugu. I'm ready to go for that.
and then in update 5 there was the here and there fish thankfully changed from a sell price of 1 to a sell price of 2,000, I believe, and I just haven't gotten around yet to verifying what all of their new values are, though even though I'm like 98% sure I know what they are based on my calculator.
Are there
But anyway,
any special recipes that are just with the fugu fish that I could try it out with? 'Cause I have quite a few of them, and I don't think I
well, I mean,
have any fugu recipes.
there's steamed fugu, there's what's it called? There's like fugu sushi. You
Okay.
could make grilled fish using fugu only. Um, so
Are
one
they
of the
in
ones
the
I'm missing
seafood
is
section? Are they in regular
yeah, so
fish?
one of the ones, yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, grilled fish using fugu is one that I'm missing. Grilled fish using kingfish is one that I'm missing. But anyway, so the highest sell price that we have here listed is fish and chips with here and there fish, followed by, you can see there's like Lancey fish paella, fish pie, grilled veggie platter,
Am I
pumpkin
on the
times five.
correct page? I'm looking for where
Oh, I'm looking. Where are you looking?
I'm on recipe energy cost still. Um,
Oh, so I'm looking at the meals tab.
meals.
Um,
Oh, I see it. Okay. It's over there.
um, and so you can see sorting by sell price and by profits. And then so I like to use that when I'm thinking about profits. I also have a column that allows me to I also have the purchase profits and farm profits per pumpkin, because there's a lot of conversation about like, oh, put your pumpkins in a veggie platter or put them in a pumpkin puff, but like people don't think about the best use of the pumpkin. Like you could use that pumpkin to make another meal. So
Yeah.
so I have a specific column just for sorting the best way to use a pumpkin, which I'm sorting by now. But
Okay, yeah. I'm looking for
my
this.
computer's a little laggy because uh, I think because Discord's running and stuff. And I
Okay.
guess it sorts with not available at the top first, which isn't my favorite when I sort by descending.
Okay.
But you can see that Wale in Papiote is the highest profit for a pumpkin, but that like is
Oh,
unfortunate because Wale is a
pretty rare.
high. It's all the way down on row 870.
Oh, oh, 870. You've been
870.
busy. Oh my gosh. No wonder why it
Yeah,
took a while for this sheet to save a copy
yeah,
of. Okay.
yeah. So all the way down 870, you can see the highest dish that I have of data of that uses a pumpkin, the highest farmed profit per pumpkin, because I'm assuming that you're farming your pumpkins, not purchasing them, because purchasing them is kind of a waste of money.
Yes.
Would be using it in uh, to make walleye and papillote, or however you say that dish.
I'm not sure.
Um, and then after that, I have fish creole using catfish and pumpkin.
Catfish is
There
a
are
lot easier to
probably
come by too. So,
obviously there are probably other dishes that are higher than that, but I don't have the personal rows of data. I'm sure that fish creole using anglerfish would be higher value. But say that we like, hey, we don't even want to use fish at all. Let's get rid of anything that's involving fishing. So we only want to have things that have pumpkins and require no fishing.
Okay.
Then you can see, you
Of
filter that down.
what do I press to filter? Do I
At
go?
the top of the column, you can see that okay, I'm just going to sort this by ascending instead of descending because I don't
Okay.
know why it sorts not available as uh, the highest value. That is not correct.
Okay. I'm running to my kitchen looking for some um, ghost fish. I have a question. For some reason, for any fish recipes, ghost fish goes in first for me. Is that just like random or is there something
That
behind
was
that?
true. That was true. Have you tested it this update?
I
That was
have
true
not.
last update.
Okay.
This update, they changed the price from 1 to 2000. So the way that the any ingredients work, the any ingredients meaning a recipe that's like use these three ingredients plus any fish or any spice, is that it looks for the lowest value, meaning lowest star coin value ingredient that you have in inventory, and it will use that. And it
Okay.
will use as many of those until the next lowest value. Um, and that's how it functions.
Oh, that's good.
Um,
I mean, it
yeah,
kind of messed people up, I think, with the festive fish. Luckily, I had heard about that
yeah. So
before.
those were assigned a like $1 or something, and
Mhm.
so it like auto used those for a lot of people. Apparently, I dropped mine instantly, so that didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, mine are all out
um,
on a table now, but like, what am I doing
yeah,
with them? I feel like I hoard in games. I
yeah.
don't know why.
I
Like,
definitely do as well. I've been digging a ton and I have like 3 or 4 large chests of just digging artifacts, like soil, pebbles, clay. And I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. Like I could make 20, like not even 20, I can make like probably 100 mini clock towers by now. Like
yes, I
I'm
believe
what am I
it. I
what
believe
am I
it.
doing? So but anyway, so this is just a little dense. It's a lot more interesting to just play with the data by yourself when there's not a lag on like streaming
Right,
um
right. Well,
thing.
I think that, this will be helpful if you're watching this later on. There's a link in the description to this guide. Is it linked on the wiki as well anywhere or no?
It is not. So the wiki in general, we don't do a lot of like we try to avoid specific like content creator promotion or like self-promotion. So it's not linked from the wiki.
I mean, this is a tool. I wouldn't, I mean, okay.
um
Up to
yeah.
you, of course. I wouldn't call this
I mean,
self-promotion though.
I'll talk to Mad Marble Max about it. But there are also times when I'm using this as sort of like a worksheet that I'm not keeping it like pristine and public facing. So
Okay.
for that reason too.
That
Like right
makes
now, I'm like currently working on a trying to establish friendship values of that are assigned when doing different actions,
oh,
when
like
digging, when fishing, when
interesting.
foraging,
Like, do
and
certain
when you
tasks give, do you have, is your theory that certain tasks give more like XP, I guess would be a good word for it?
yes, I know for sure that certain ones do. And if you actually take a look at the character schedules and bonus friendship calculators, you can see the information that I've gleaned so far.
Oh, let me pull
So
that
I
up.
had seen a graphic that had gone around, that's made the rounds like a bajillion times, I think, of like flowers, just give flowers to level people up.
Right.
But
So
actually,
slow.
different gifts have different values of friendship. It's not just flowers and not flowers.
I
Um,
noticed like 5-star meals seem to be pretty good, but like I wasn't tracking it because I didn't think too much about it, you know what I mean? Like I just kind of
yeah,
had extras.
yeah. Well, recently I've started thinking about it. So scroll down,
Okay.
and there's like a pink highlighted box
Under
that's my
fairy
current work
godmother?
in progress.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, so the only character I have that I haven't fully leveled up is the fairy godmother, and I only have one save. So, um, so working with what I have.
Yeah.
But what I've what I've established is that these are the different values that I know for gift giving. That these are like the friendship reward values for the various gifts and actions.
So,
So
where are
this is what I know
the
so far.
gifts listed? Oh, okay. Down here I see value count total and then
Yeah, so this is a calculator. So if you want to know, like, so for instance, it takes you to get for specifically Fairy Godmother. I can't speak to the other characters because perhaps they differ. I wouldn't be surprised if like an early character like Mickey or Goofy has like a lower threshold or different thresholds so that you can level them up faster.
that makes sense.
This is a
Yeah.
calculator so that you could be like, oh, I need to get to level 800. That means I need to have like one daily discussion. I need to get to like 800. So I need to have one daily discussion, and I'll give her one butter, and I will give her, you know, one one fish, and that will take me over.
Now, what do you mean by target friendship 800? Like, what is the 800 representative
Oh, the
of?
800 is if you wanted to go from level 1 to level 2. I have the friendship levels listed just above this pink table.
Oh, okay. So 1 to 2 is 800, 2 to 3, 30. Oh, this is so interesting. My gosh. I don't know how you got to these.
Well, so at first it was an unknown number. It was just an unknown like X.
Okay.
And then once I had her to level 2, I believe it was, there was a known value of what I established, like how many of an item I needed to get to uh, fill her level 2 threshold. And then I finished her level 2 quest and identified how many more items I needed to finish her level 2 threshold. And that allowed me to determine what the actual value of those items was because I knew what the the friendship value that was reward from the quest was a known number that was displayed in the game.
Okay, I'm just seeing something so exciting down here. I'm gonna use these. The Vitalis crystals. I have way too many of, like an unusable amount. Would you say these are a strong gift to give outside of their, favorite? Is this the highest you found outside of the favorite and the Chez Remy?
Yes, so it's a Vitalis crystal or a gem. So I listed Vitalis crystal. I just added the word gem next to it.
Okay.
It's technically a mineral. The game has two very overlapping classifications. They have gems and they have minerals. And a
Okay.
gem is everything. A mineral is all the things we consider like gems colloquially, and a mineral is everything but the Vitalis crystal. So,
Interesting. What about
but
the onyx, like the black random drop?
the onyx counts as a gem. I tested it.
Okay.
And so about that, I before I started my digging endeavors, I would have said like, yeah, Vitalis crystal is a great gift giving thing. Go for it.
Yeah.
But now I am running low on my Vitalis crystals for making varnishes for digging.
Oh,
So
okay. So
um,
ultimately, like, maybe save them.
I mean, so if you want to make varnishes or elixirs, Vitalis crystals are good for that.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have any interest in that, then they're a good gift giving item because they can be kind of plentiful and their sell value is quite low. It's only like 12 coins, if I recall correctly. So, otherwise, I have seen some people say that they use shiny gems to give because shiny gems are never used in quests.
And do they have
Only
more value as a gift or only more value in
they
star
do not.
coins? Okay.
Shiny versus not shiny doesn't matter. Like one garnet versus a shiny diamond, those are the two ends of the spectrum. They both give you 600 friendship if gifted.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Something to do with those emeralds. The emeralds, I don't know what we even can craft with them. I feel like they don't have a lamp. It's the Peridot that has a lamp.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, which is super, super bizarre to me. There's so many emeralds. You know what it is? I've stopped mining in locations that don't have iron. So Dazzle
Yeah.
Beach, and the Peaceful Meadow, I don't mind there. But like emeralds are in um Glade of Trust and in Forest of Valor, which those
Yeah.
don't have another drop. Like basically, Forest of Valor and Glade of Trust are the best for iron to me because they're not. It's not getting muddied with like gold and the other crystals. Like
Yep.
yeah. Um.
Oh, did we want to talk like we talked about recipes. We didn't actually talk about like how they work at all. Do
Oh
you
my
want
gosh!
me to
Yes, I do. I do. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
definitely talk about that.
So, so if you go to the calculator sheet,
Okay.
um, we're
Getting out a
totally bouncing
stove ready
around.
to
I'm
go.
sorry for how
Oh, that's
crazy
fine.
this is.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Let me choose a better recipe than this as an
All right.
example.
So which tab should I go to?
Go
Meals?
to the recipe energy cost calculator.
Okay. Make this a little
So what
bigger.
would be, how about like, um, mm, for sure. So the way that I have found these to work, some of this is no, so this is all reverse engineered. I made a ton of meals. I recorded the energy and the cost of all of them, put in a spreadsheet, like analyzed the numbers. Took a long time.
This is a
And
Dreamlight
then
Valley deep dive. Like,
yeah, and then after talking to you, I even like revisited some of like I think we first talked like a month or so ago. And then you were like, "Oh my God, I haven't looked into these," and it kind of made me like reinvigorate my interest. And I like looked at it and I like simplified it some more. And so yeah, so that's where we are. So the way that any recipe is calculated is that it takes there is a multiplier for the recipe star value. There is, well, I'll talk about one factor at a time, but they
okay.
work the same way. So for the energy, so there is a multiplier for the recipe star value. There's a ingredient specific multiplier. There might be add-ins, constants that you add for the ingredient category. There might be ingredient specific constants that you add.
Okay.
So, as an example, we'll take sushi with cod. So, sushi with cod is a 2-star recipe. That means that the energy multiplier is going to be 8.5 because the energy multiplier is 8.5 for all um, for all for all ingredient categories. I have
Okay.
it listed here as if they are different per category because originally I didn't realize that they were all the same across
Okay.
all the categories.
That's the only way you
But I've
can
just let
find out though. So,
yeah, yeah, and then it's also just easier for me to see see here the listed recipes for each category, and I have them listed in descending order by profit. So I can always see like, oh, like if I need to make a fish dish, I know like, oh, the most profitable 4-star fish dish is fish and chips.
and are
Anyway,
there
so
certain multipliers for the number of stars? Like I'm seeing, We have different stars listed here. Would all 2-star recipes be 8.5?
Yes, for the energy, they're all for all two-star recipes, the energy multiplier is 8.5. The sell price multiplier is 6.5, but it's the same for all uh recipes that are 2 stars.
Okay. And is this just true for no, no, it's true for all of them. Okay, so I'm looking now at
Hmm.
seafood. It's always so one
It's
star the
always the same.
multiplier is 8 and 5-star the multiplier is always 10.
Yep.
Okay.
And
That's interesting.
so you take a multiplier for the recipe star value, and then you also take a multiplier for which ingredient it is. So there's, depending on what ingredient it is, there's a multiplier, like kind of in ascending order, based on, which I assume is based on the value of the ingredient. And here it's possible that maybe there's actually some calculation that directly correlates from the values of the ingredients that I haven't been able to decipher. I
Okay.
feel like it's a lookup table like this, and this calculator works. but but yeah, so you can see that so in this instance, cod, okay, well, cod is not a great example because cod, the energy multiplier is 0,
Oh,
but the
okay.
sell price would be is 2. And then the additional, and then sometimes occasionally there's like a little bit of addition that might happen to on the final number, to get it to a new value. And that's the part that has always kind of plagued me a little bit. I'm like, why are there these extra little adding bits? Like sometimes it'll be like 0.5 that needs to be added. And not just by rounding, but actually needs to be added. And I've never figured out why that is. And that's what makes me think that this formula might be even simpler than I'm realizing.
Could it
Um,
have anything to do with, I wonder, so the ingredients where there's that add on, it's not for all of them, correct? It's just certain ones where it's just an add instead of a consistent multiplier.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, so you were saying like for the cod, it's just an add on of 2. Might have missed something.
Um, so I don't think the cod doesn't have anything additional added to it. But for
Oh, okay.
instance, in the let's try and find an example. In order to get mushroom, in order to get that energy value to equal the correct value for their 3-star ingredients, for whatever reason, zero point 0.8 has to be added. I don't
Okay.
know why. And what's interesting is that um, for this is true for mushroom, for seaweed, and for I believe there's one other thing. For mushroom, seaweed, and cucumber, all 3 of
Cucumber.
those have the same set of values that need to be added to them in order to equal the correct value of energy, for their different recipes at the different levels. And then if you look at their multipliers, uh, mushroom, seaweed, and cucumber all have a zero point 0.8 after their whole number. Um, but they're not the only ones that have a zero point 0.8 after their whole number. So the vegetables have always been the hardest part for me because the fish, well, not the fish, but the apples, like or I mean, the apples, the fruit, every fruit above, like all the fruits are ascending in value. Like each fruit is more energy and more cell value than the fruit below it. Like
Okay. Yeah, it's
bananas and blueberries are the same values and they're more than apples and raspberries. Like coffee bean is more than lemon, like on both energy. Like, and same with the spices. Like ginger is more than whatever it is. Ginger is more than like vanilla, or no, not vanilla.
like in
Ginger is more
the
than mint, which is more than garlic, which is more than basil, which is more than oregano. Like they increase on the same values.
does it
And same
match
with
the
seafood.
I'm curious for those spice values and maybe even the other ones if it scales with the amount of Dreamlight it took to unlock the biome which that item is found.
I haven't seen any correlation there because I
Okay.
have looked, um, but um, but yeah, I was saying that unlike some of the ingredients that are nice and they scale directly, the vegetables vary. Some of them have higher values, but then low have higher sell price values, but lower um, energy values. So it makes it really tricky to kind of suss all of this information out.
Yeah, the energy
So
values on the vegetables are just kind like I usually sell the veggies, eat the fruit. I don't know.
the fruit is definitely where it's at for eating because it's so high in energy and it's pretty low in cost.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
I eat the fish too sometimes, but I don't know. I'll sell I have storage with fish in it, and once the fish count goes over 50 per fish, then I just sell any excess because like I don't think I'm gonna need more than 50.
Yeah.
I mean, the next star path may make me eat my words there, but we'll
Well, I don't
see.
think we've ever had a Star Path duty that's like do something with things from storage other
Uh,
than cooking or picking up flowers.
we have had sell carp, I want to say.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe
maybe
we
that
did have a
you could be right
sell
on
a
that.
certain. We've had sell. No, that might have been a Dreamlight duty, but we've definitely have sell minerals in Dreamlight duties, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if that was actually a Star Path duty. Let me look it up.
Anyway, I feel like I've gone sufficiently into the weeds and I probably didn't present it the best way, but I hope that it was
I think
uh
this has been so helpful, and
okay.
I'm gonna really enjoy using this calculator. Also, if you like, I could I'll use my copy of it to track what I'm gifting to the fairy godmother. She's at friendship level 0 for me right now, or 1. I mean, we
Oh
haven't
my god, she
talked.
is. Oh, I have some things that I would love for you to do that.
Let's
Oh,
do
we can
it.
talk about this
I'll
offline.
here. Hold on. Let me hide this. I'll go do it now. Um, Hop over to her because I have not even like okay, she's over there. I haven't even you know, like had a daily conversation with her yet. She is raw. Like I've
Oh my
never
god.
given her anything. I
Oh,
haven't had a
oh,
conversation.
because it's so much easier to test them when
Yeah.
their friendship levels are low. Because once it gets high, like you can't even see on the little bar. Okay,
Yeah,
this
let's do
we'll
it.
talk about this later.
Okay. Okay. What would be like the easiest count gift I could give her? Like one where it's like, I don't want to do a recipe one and then it's got almost like a muddied result because there can be
Oh
a lot of
yeah, okay.
variation.
Well,
And
her
it could be
level
a small one. I'm not worried about doing it quickly, just whatever is easiest for your testing.
I feel like I've established most of the gifts. I guess one of them that I haven't verified is the purified dream shard.
Okay, sure.
Um, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a value of 25. Um, and the way we could verify that would be having let's see, we could have a daily discussion. What else have I not verified? Taking a look at my other column.
I'm gonna unload some junk in my inventory. I have it
Um,
all organized in a way that works for me super well. The only qualm I have with how I have it set up is the space. I wish I had one more row for seeds that are in white thorns. Like that would just really take it over the edge.
oh, I haven't tried giving her a seed yet either.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Sure.
um, let's see, but too many unknowns would be Are you able to restart your game or no?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so if we could try giving her a seed and we could
Is
try
there a
giving her
certain
I
seed
don't
that
think
you would
I'm pretty
prefer?
sure no any seed will be fine.
All right, let me just put it in my
Um
inventory.
you don't have an oyster on hand, do you? If not a lobster, I don't think I verified.
Okay, I'll go grab a
Or
oyster too.
a
There's so many of them now. They're everywhere.
yeah, we
I
can
feel
talk
like
about
we're
it.
gonna have to okay, so on this save, I might have to do it on this one. I can't remember if I have another one where I can crush the rocks yet or the coral yet. Uh, but I'll do it offline because I'm gonna be time traveling on it and just throw away the save after. Basically, I have a little trick. I'll cloud save because I have it on PC and Switch, so it's like a unique situation. I'll cloud save my Switch before I start testing, and then it basically becomes a junk save once I'm offline. And I just
Hmm.
play the game offline completely on this main save file. But because I never go online again with it, when I return to my PC, I use my previous cloud save that I made before I started testing. That becomes the new save. Next time I log into the Switch, I do the cloud save again, but it's from the PC that time and it resets everything back to before I destroyed my island. It's great. Okay. Now there's no oysters. I had like 5 earlier. I wonder, okay, I haven't paid attention to this enough. Are you getting a consistent count? Like before it used to be 4 light blue, 5 pink, 1 navy. I haven't been paying attention to it
Oh, so
enough.
I don't collect them anymore. I just gather them and I let them sit. And I
Okay.
have 5, 4, and 4, I believe.
Oh, so it's
Um,
over
so
10 total now.
yeah, I find it interesting that they
Interesting.
increased the count of the oyster, but they didn't decrease its value.
And I don't now like oh my god, do I have to test mushrooms again? Okay. Have they increased the spice counts and mushroom counts as well, or are they still all at 10?
No, I think they're still all at 10. Like, do you know something I don't? Like, but then
No, but
again,
I
I
just
have
was thinking because the shells are so weird. Like they function in ways similar to wood, to spices, and to flowers. They're all three. And then also they can be dug up as like, add that.
yeah.
Okay, is there anything else? I just turned off the game. Should I just reopen it? Do I need to do anything special for
Yeah, okay, so we have one purified that you're going to test. And
All right, I'm
do you have like
restarting.
you had some pebbles, I think, right? I'm guessing that both of those will be 2. And then a lobster, and then um let's see. And then if you could get 2 fruits or vegetables,
Yeah.
maybe a just what have I not verified?
Do
Uh
different value fruits have different effects, like different
Not
returns?
in my
Okay.
experience, but
Okay.
just for the sake of like,
Con.
completeness.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, I don't know if you play on Switch or PC. Which one are you, or both, or
I am on
Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay. Oh, right. You were talking about Game Pass at the beginning. I
Yeah, so I
started
haven't
on
actually
Game Pass.
purchased the game, and if they ever remove it from Xbox, I'll have to be faced with the choice of whether or not to
Do
purchase
I
it. I mean, I guess I
continue?
will.
They've got you at this point. Sucked in now.
Yeah.
Well, it's also apparently going free to play at some point. Like, down maybe once it loses all popularity, then they'll go free to play.
once it once it isolates everyone that's upset about the moonstone prices in the store.
Oh my god, it's $20 for the tool skin. Are they kidding me? I'm not paying that. I'm not paying it. When I saw that, I was like, You're joking. I'm not paying for the
Jack and
house
Wally
skins
is
either.
so cute, but like I'm not paying whatever that money is. I don't even do
Yeah,
the
I know.
conversions. I'm just like I'm not doing it.
No, I might do Wally for story. I haven't like, so I'm in this weird place. So I don't want to get spoiled, so I haven't watched any content on it. But I do want to know, like, is this a significant amount of content? Like, am I getting significant gameplay from this? And
Yeah.
I don't know. So, like, if I knew ahead of time, like, yeah, you get this whole incredible storyline, there's cutscenes, you get whole equivalent of a realm. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like. Like, am I
I
getting
mean,
the
especially because
equivalent of a
Wally's realm
realm
was so
experience?
dinky. It
Yeah,
was
his
like,
realm's lacking. Like, is his realm getting juiced up at all? Are we getting the spaceship? I don't know. All right. I'll grab some fruit. Oh, which fruits would you like? And which
oh, how about
vegetables?
a um mm,
I'm gonna show off
how
my
about
farm. I'm very proud of my little vegetable farm. I have them all ready to go.
how about a banana
Okay.
and like maybe a lettuce.
Okay. I don't have ready to go.
Okay, leek.
I have leeks, yes. Basically, so lettuce and is the only one I don't. I ended up putting carrots here because I needed them for something. But I have these like organized rows and I use the bags as little markers. Grab a leek. Um but basically they're rows of 3, so I didn't have we need one more vegetable basically, and then I can have lettuce, carrots, and new vegetable, whatever that is. The lettuce grows so quickly though, so I just, didn't bother. Maybe Goofy's selling it right now, just like as a finished lettuce head, which would be helpful. And the bananas are over there too.
Okay, so you got one oyster, one lettuce, one leek, one purified, and one seed.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Here it is. Then I'll go. Oh, I gotta go grab the lettuce though, on my way over to it. Why are these here though? Like, why is this mushroom
We
here?
sorry, not lettuce. We said a banana. A banana.
Okay, I have the banana,
Okay, then
and
we're
I have
good.
so I have, let me hide myself a second. Seed, lobster,
Just any old seed.
oyster, leek, and banana. Anything else?
You just leave your green chest around?
My green what?
Your green chest? I
Oh
feel like I've
no,
seen
not
like
normally. So I didn't open my chest or remove any night thorns in case I wanted to chat about them. So
oh,
they're
okay.
around, like available. But yeah, I normally get them in the morning, like or whenever I first start playing. And then also every day for the mushrooms, I remove them all because I can't figure it out. But what I'll also do is I'll only remove, except for the mushrooms, they get all of it. But I'll only bother removing the large coral and large like wildebeest bones, large stumps, because all of those large items are where the gold chest can spawn in. But the
Oh.
small ones have a consistent count every day. Small is a max of 12, and the large is a max of 4 for the majority of them. I have a
Oh, I
spreadsheet
didn't
I
know any of
shared.
this. And it
Yeah,
just builds up over and it builds up over time.
I think it's 5 days is the max amount of time it takes,
Okay,
and it
because like
kind
I've
of,
gone on vacation and like my place isn't like, overrun with
yeah, and they max out. So it'll never be more than 4 large and 12 small once it's been fully cleared. Like whenever you go into a new biome or get the ability to like
right.
let's say move remove the big iceberg or icicle things. Like there were some that were on Dazzle Beach and some that were on the Glade of Trust near Elsa's cave. You have to remove all of them in the valley. For some reason, with the debris items, I don't know what else to call them, but they all need to be removed for their counts to be consistent.
Hmm.
Except for mushrooms, because the pink mushrooms still go around into Sunlit and Peaceful Meadow, while, Coral's never gonna spawn in the Glade of
Wait
Trust
again.
again. So
Yeah.
when you were saying the mushrooms were doing something weird, like just the harvest one, I was like, those mushrooms. Every time there's something going on with them. Um, I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh, I'm looking for Fairy
You're
Godmother.
looking for Fairy Godmother.
Okay, I saw her recently and then I lost
She
her.
should be. Oh no, we have different time zones. I was gonna say, oh, she should be eating right now, but
Oh,
no, she
okay.
won't be eating for you.
Yeah, she's just over by the stall. Okay. I have a little
It's so
market
weird
area.
seeing your valley. So I have everything paved, just everything paved, because I want all of my, stuff to spawn in one little spot. So I have
Yes.
like, and I want to just be able to see my chests when they spawn. So just everything's like a concrete jungle. There's like no decorations.
Um,
That's how I roll.
so I roll there too sometimes. My Glade of Trust is still fully paved. And then I have another valley that I use for testing. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked a lot of the story things, and that one is fully paved. So it was really good for like checking flower spawns. That's what I was primarily using it for. And friendship bonuses for farming. And that one is fully paved. But this one, like I like to
Yeah,
decorate. I love sims.
this glade looks like mine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have so many rocks, like so many of these rocks. It's like no issue now. But I remember when I was first paving it, like I didn't have enough materials to like actually pave it out because I wasn't testing mining. So like I just didn't have rocks or
Oh, did
like
you
dirt because I
not
wasn't
start
digging.
paving until, did you start paving after the changes to Kristoff's stall?
Uh yes, I did. I started
Yeah,
after the
because
changes to
I
his
luckily
stall.
did all of that when stone was an unlimited resource.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Um
Fairy G?
I she was here. Okay. It's so on Xbox I have it there as well. It doesn't crash as often. On Switch, you may notice I'm like a bit uneasy every time I open my menu. It really can crash pretty often and
Uh,
I'm not gonna risk using well travel while it's raining. Like it's very
oh,
unstable. And then I
I had no
made
idea it could be so not.
that's rough. And I made a terrible mistake. I upped the item limit thing on my PC, and it has made my Switch even worse. So it's it was mistakes were made. And you know what stinks? I don't even have like that many items. I don't know why I did it. I was just like, oh, more items, great. But I'm gonna see
To
if
me,
I can
you look like you have
revert
a
that.
million items. Like I'm always over the item limit. I don't understand because I have nothing decorated. Like I don't get it. I mean, well, I know what it is. I have like a couple of like meadows of just like flowers because I like how they look, but I know it's just like, a ton of items.
I like how they look too. I did a field in my Forest of Valor of all purple and white bellflowers, and I just liked walking through it. Like it was just like,
Oh, so in my
this is
Forest of
pretty.
Valor, I had all passion lilies, like all the different colors.
Oh, that's
And
so
then
pretty.
update 4 hit and I was like, "Oh my god,
That's so red.
it's all red." It
That's
was
bright.
so startling.
I bet. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay, so what we can do here to validate that she does indeed take 800 and that some of these other things are what I suspect is that first you'll have a daily discussion with her, and
Okay.
then you'll feed her, the oyster, banana, leek, purified, dream shard, and a seed.
All right. So we are in conversation now. Um, let's see how much of a little bar we get. This is on level 1. First conversation with her ever. We have done the very starter quest. I'm not sure if some friendship points were awarded for those. And we
No,
don't
I
see a
don't.
bar.
Well, you can. Oh, actually, before you press, or unless you've already pressed, I don't know. But you could check on your collection menu. Um,
Oh yeah.
but it's okay.
Okay. Yeah,
You're
let's
probably
risk
fine.
we'll risk it. Let's do it. Um okay, so I'm going down to might have to I oh, okay. Here, let me just lift this up for now. Okay, so is that I'm wondering if that's just from the conversation.
Yeah, that's just from the conversation.
Okay. And then do you want me to screenshot
No,
this or
we don't.
anything? Okay.
Well, yeah, we can take a look, and it should be like um about like 3/4 full, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, it is. It is about 3/4. Um
Oh, okay. You have purple marsh milkweed, purple bellflower, mint candy. I'm still trying to figure out what her favorite things are. She seems to like marinated herring and mint candy. I've had that repeat a couple times.
woman after my own heart. I mean, I'll skip the herring, but love the mint. Okay. So I will give her her first gift now. She left. She go. Oh, all right. This is going well. The menus are going really well today. Oh, and she is booking it over to Eric's
Oh yeah,
house.
she runs.
It's so funny when you see them like actually like just going really fast. Or sometimes what I'll see them do is I haven't seen them in a while, but they'd like almost look like
Oh,
they
the
were on a
glide. Yeah.
hoverboard. Yeah. Okay. So, which gift would
She's
you like me to give
she's
her
heading towards.
first?
It doesn't matter what gift. Well, actually, do the larger ones first. So do an oyster first.
Okay. Okay. That took us to about I want to say like 95%. I'll
Oh, really?
uh, go into the collection menu again just because that bar is a lot
I'm on
bigger.
a I'm on a lag, so I can't
Okay. Yeah.
see quite.
Up.
Okay. And all right. Well, then we'll just do one banana then.
Okay.
Do the banana, then the leek.
She go. Man, she's a very active woman.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna
little bit
set
concerned that this might not be.
well, with her being a new character, they may have just completely changed it again. They keep doing that with different things
Yeah,
too.
but
Catfish and bream prices switched, by the way.
wait, catfish prices switched?
They were 240 and now they're like 600 and something. And then
Really?
I want to say that a bream was 600 and now it's 240. I can't quite remember, but there was a change that wasn't listed in the patch notes. Not this recent patch, but if back. Okay, did you say banana first?
Yeah, try a banana.
Okay. Oh, that did very little. The oyster was
Okay,
much
good. All
stronger.
right, then we're still okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that we're still on level 1 with the
Yeah,
banana
okay.
ad. Okay. Um, should I open up that menu again?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just next give her a leek and or if that's the thing that we decided on.
Yes, I have a lead. That just put us over the edge to 2.
Oh, the leek put us over the edge to 2?
Yeah, although it was a
Hmm.
very small amount. I'd say maybe
It
5% of the
overflowed?
bar. I don't think it overflowed. Let me pull it up just for a bigger picture of it. But we are
Uh-oh.
at level 2 now. I'm gonna make
My,
her
ooh, can you
gardening
quit?
quit. Like quit the game fully.
Yeah,
Yes.
quit so it doesn't save.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully it didn't save. Oh man, now I'm questioning everything.
Okay. Okay. I know that feeling too well. There,
Oh
so I
man.
I like this YouTuber named Mr. Star in the Sky. He does, playtesting on his videos, which I really appreciate. Like a lot of YouTubers will like say they're doing playtesting, but they don't show it. So I'm like, did you? But he does, and I appreciate that. So I had been switching over a lot of my mining and um farming buddies over to digging. Now, this was before his digging video came out, and I'm so glad he sent me the link to it because I was gonna do what he did and have all digging buddies so I could get more chests, and I'm so happy I got to
That
see
you did not.
that I did it because I mean loads of Dreamlight for all the 5,000 per manual. I mean it was tanking me, and then the the chests don't even, triple. Like it was just like
Well,
what's
now there's
going on
technically
here?
enough. There are enough characters now that I think it could triple. I think, right?
It could,
There weren't,
yeah. It could.
but
But
like,
is it
but do you want to take that chance? Like, cause I doubt that.
I actually think I have a save where all of them are digging, but I'm very early on in it. Like I don't think I've even opened like my first realm yet. Like it's very early on
Oh,
in the save. Um but this is frozen.
aw.
This is what I was talking. Okay, good. It's going. I It was a mistake to increase my item limit. If anyone watching is a PC plus Switch player or possibly even PC plus console, I don't recommend it. It's not a good idea. It literally gave me a warning too. It was like, looks like you play on multiple systems. Are you sure you want to do this? I was like, yeah, do it, do
Yeah, do it. I don't care.
it.
Whatever.
Crying myself to sleep. A glitched game. All right. Let's see if that saved. We can check through her character info. Because I didn't actually select oh, but she is level 2. Here, let me pull it up.
Aw.
But it didn't go as far as to save the thing, so I won't be able to actually pick one till level 3. That's happened to me a couple times. But there's no overflow that I'm seeing
There's
from
no
the
overflow.
banana or
Hmm.
leek or whatever it is.
But you're sure that you didn't give her any gifts other than um the one, so all you did was have a daily discussion, do the one fish, or the I mean do the one oyster and the two, one fruit and one vegetable.
Yes,
Hmm.
we did do. So let me look at her quest tab. So for quest, all right, it's not showing this as rewards, but on the bottom left corner, this rewards section will sometimes have stars with a number.
Yeah, I don't think if you're at level 1, I don't think any of her previous quests gave any friendship rewards. I think she starts at 0.
Okay, so yeah, then there was just today's conversation, which took her. You know what I just thought of? I wish that I have an idea. I have a way to double check this. Okay. I just thought of something. I'm gonna open up Dreamlight Valley on my computer and I'm gonna just play on the local save. And I'm gonna do the internet thing where I mess with my saves afterwards. It's fine. I do it all the time. It's no big. Literally, like, any guide will tell you this is a terrible thing to do and you're gonna break your game, but, you know, I only break my game sometimes, so it doesn't matter. Um,
So to recap, the issue that we're facing is that I thought based on my testing that doing one daily discussion, giving one seafood, and giving two fruit or vegetable would have taken would have not taken you over the limit. I thought you still would have needed 50 more friendship points. Um, because I thought that the friendship threshold for level 1 to 2 with Fairy Godmother was 800 points. But that does not seem to be the case. I'm wondering if maybe it's possible. Oh, maybe it's possible that the daily discussion actually counts for 550, and I haven't been testing it as rigorously because I don't test that one quite as much. Or maybe it's possible that like the very first daily discussion that you have with her ever like is more points for some reason. Um, I don't know.
okay. Um,
Or maybe it's possible that like no, they wouldn't assign different thresholds for different players. That would be weird.
okay. We're back in. Get my controller.
Or it's possible that oyster is actually worth more um than I thought.
Okay. So, first things first, let me go to characters and just make sure that she actually is at 0. Because, okay, um, just to confirm, yes, is it 0?
Okay, so the easiest way to first confirm that um her friendship threshold is 800 is to give her two flowers,
Okay,
and that should take her perfectly to um level 2.
okay, let's do that then. Oh, this is so
So,
nice. I
too
can,
many
like, go to the
factors, too much
menus.
unknown.
Yeah, because there was a chance, like, I didn't think I had talked to her yet, but, you know, user error, like, it can happen. Um, this way we know. So, we're all clear. I'll grab a couple flowers. I didn't. So I used to have like a tree farm that was literally just this one tree. It only dropped darkwood. But I have so much darkwood now. I didn't think it was necessary, and I just like decorate with them and still pick them up, but less less coordinated. Oh, here she is. Hey. I've already read through all this. It's just talking about that first quest. Okay. So, hopefully now like okay, perfect. So, only give her the two flowers, don't have a conversation.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then turn off your game afterwards to make sure it doesn't save.
Oh, let me save real quick
Ideally
beforehand.
save right after you have this conversation. Well, actually, maybe not. No, it's all fine. Yeah, yeah, maybe just give her the flowers and then dance.
So give her the flowers, then save, or save quick
No,
now?
don't save. Don't save
All
because we
right.
just want to verify what the threshold is, and then
Okay. Where'd she go? I wish I
even
could
where she
keep
goes, she just
that like magic spoke on her after I talk to her so that
oh no.
oh, I can
I
fence her
never have this
in.
issue with characters running away like as I'm talking to them.
Here, I'm gonna just fence her real quick. She's getting boxed. Oh wait, can't actually place a fence where she's standing.
She's moving.
Yeah, this'll make it easier because she's been very active today. All right, just keep her nearby.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's nice. The little like pink magic is showing me where she's standing in
Oh
build
yeah.
mode. Okay. Okay. See.
What's the
Perfect.
limit only at 2186? I'm like, what is taking up so much space in my valley? Oh my god.
Um,
I'm like always at 3,000 something, and I have nothing decorated.
I just thought of while I'm here, I want to see if I can Oh no, I shouldn't mess with this while I'm still popping saves. Never mind. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm giving her two
um,
flowers.
you want to give her 2 flowers and make sure it doesn't save is your key. So maybe save now and then give her 2 flowers. We'll establish that the limit is 800.
Okay.
Because you know the chart that I've that do you know the chart that I'm talking about that like you've seen going around or not going around, but like from way back when it's like of a cute drawing of like Ursula and Ariel
I
of and
don't
it's like
I
give
don't think I've seen
flowers
the
for each friendship
graphic,
level.
but I
Huh?
remember, so I haven't seen the graphic, but I do remember in the main Discord that being posted by a mod named Celestial, who's no longer a mod with them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was Celestial posting for a member, which the mods did do, or if it was her who first was delivering it. She could have just been posting for a member, and I'm sorry to that member that I'm not crediting them.
Don't let it autosave on you.
Oh gosh, okay, shoot. Um, go, go, go. Okay, it's level 2 and
Okay. No
exit,
overflow probably.
quit, no
Okay, so we
overflows.
verified.
Perfect.
Okay, so we verified that it was 800. She started from 0. Okay.
Okay, and then let me,
So,
I'll pull her back in. This is gonna restart faster than my Switch anyway, so we'll just work off PC from now.
okay, cool. Perfect. Now we restart, and now we can actually test an unknown item.
Okay.
And so yeah, so it seems like maybe so either the daily discussion was more, or the oyster was more, because I highly doubt it was either the fruit or the vegetable.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think.
Oh, I just noticed. So this avatar, like the girl, is I think the same one from the very first release,
Mm-hmm.
but she has the
Yeah.
crown on now instead of the um Mickey ears. Okay, let's make
Oh,
sure
did
that
she
I
have Mickey ears
exit
on
it.
before?
I think she did have ears on before. I am not sure though. Could have been nothing on her head. Definitely not the gold crown though. Okay, let's see. I was chatting, so I might have stayed on too long too. I'm sorry, and there's no way to go back to it now. This was both saves. Sorry about that. So it looks like it is just fully perfectly at the 2. There's
Okay,
no
cool.
overflow.
All right. Um, level two. Yeah. I can probably think of some more tests that I don't think this is like the most interesting content created.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
um,
All right. Well, this was interesting. I'll track what I give her and just let you know like how it goes over the next few
yeah.
days. I don't really feel like going through and hedging out my entire beach right now for the oysters, so I'll have to save that for another time. Um, I might do it online. I might just put it in a spreadsheet. I'm not sure, but this has been so nice hanging out. Uh, Thank you for joining me today, Liz.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks or anywhere you want to like guide people to?
No, just the wiki. I'm a super heavy contributor there. I think I'm the only moderator. There's Mad Marble Max who's like the admin, and then I think I'm like the moderator. So, um, but yeah, anyone can contribute. And uh, and hopefully people use it and find it helpful. Um, yeah, hopefully people, if they're interested, make a copy of my sheet and analyze play around with like the values of the different meals and stuff. I know it can get a little slow because there's like so much data in there by now, but I'm happy to answer questions about that if that is something of interest. Yeah, no, it's I'm so glad to have found someone like similarly minded because my boyfriend could not care less about discussing these things, and
Yeah.
despite how much I try, so yeah,
Great.
I'm really
Well,
glad this all worked out.
me too. Me too. Thank you. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a magical day on your valleys and that, this data is helpful for your own gameplay. And thanks again. All right. Bye, everyone.